So obviously we're gonna start a samurai to give us the best shot because we do need to kill Will first, right? Um, what should we name the character, chat? Hardest run? Can you do periods? You can, but we'll just do that. Impossible Buster, Daryl. Bit about samurai, such a hard starting character. It is. How long did you practice for riding this run? Um, yeah, I've probably practiced about like 500 hours for this route, but you know, we'll see if I'll be able to actually pull it off all in one go. All right, let's jump into it. Okay. Now it's not gonna be too crazy until we actually get the Bloodhound's Fang, but it is guarded by one of the hardest bosses in the game. Is it no hit? That would be impossible. No. Yeah, that would take like at least 10,000 hours of practice, and there's just no, you know, I have a life. Nice death there. Yeah, I mean, you die anyway. It's a scripted death. We all know that. Did take some practice refining that, though. Jumping off in the perfect spot. And now here, I learned you can pop the rune on the elevator to save some time. So that's good. Huge strats right there. Alright, well, yeah, let's go to Kale. We'll get some sleep pots. Almost forgot my 500 hours of practice on this run. Sandra's a world's first? I mean, it has to be. Like, no one else could have possibly done this by now.
But I can also that you're not then why I am caught.
Alright, so first things first, we need to get Torrent so we can go around the map faster, obviously, you know. Aggro Sentinel Rouse paying off, it is pretty good. What is Bloodhound's Fang? Oh, we'll get it soon. We'll go for it right away, because it's going to take a while to try and get. Rave music makes you go insane and want to rip your ears off. Yeah, I have also heard the grave music a lot. I just don't even like notice it. It's just like toned out.
They serve it you. I can turning root to aid you. You need O to the foot. Then it summon me. I bequeath you. It will summon torrent. Treat him with.
So, do we just go get it now? Really don't think this is possible. I've even tested this. I have done like 500 hours of routing in practice. So I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see. You know, you could get a horse. Like actually though, where should I guess I'll do Fort Height and decked like Faroth. Get the Dectus. Grab this for later. Or which way to go? Yeah, I have notes up on my other monitor, so it should help. Seen type of challenge run, been pretty sick of the bouquet meta already. Yeah, I feel that. Alright guys. Here we go. Need to get Bloodhound's Fang. Nice. Okay, let's heal up. Nice clutch, dude. Oh my god, I was so worried about that one. Okay, we got the Bloodhound's Fang. But now, this is where the real run begins, chat. It only gets harder from here. Oh shit, I need the levels first. Oh, just 2 dex levels. I don't think this run is doable. World's first happening right here. Carving the path for all future challenge runs and speed runs. I don't know if I'll need that, but better safe than sorry, right, chat? Literally shaking and crying right now. I know, right? That's just the weight that this run has. Alright, we're gonna get as much health as we can. And actually, I think we'll need to set up a little bit first before we go into Margate with this. Let's go get the physic to get a little bit of strength and whatnot. Yeah, I almost forgot the route there. Favorite chicken flavor? Wow, we're gonna get Golden Vow too. We're gonna need every little ounce of damage we can get. Here, actually, because the Bloodhound's Fang is such a hard weapon to use, I'm actually just going to be using the Uchikatana here to dismount the knight. But we can switch back now. When did Valid didn't use Bloodhound's Fang? Yeah, those enemies, that enemy doesn't count. That would be too hard to use it without it. But here we'll use it. We're gonna kill Alex here to get the Warrior Jar Shard, which will make our Ash War. Ooh, you see that combo, guys? Holy shit. That was insane, dude. That was perfect. That went really well. Usually I mess up there a lot in practice. And Alex does, he kills me probably like 7 times out of 10 in practice. So that was pretty good. Yeah, hitless too. Hitless. Here I buy an extra cracked pot just to have an extra sleep pot in case, and also a short sword to put our Golden Vow on once we get to round table. How many hours to learn the combo? Well, I mean, learning it isn't too hard. Like once you get it down, it's probably only like 70-ish hours, right? But it still takes a lot. Like you're always learning and you're always getting better. Even with like hundreds of hours of practice, it still takes you can always get better at it. Oh, the parkour, yeah. So that, I mean, a lot of these like movement sections I won't even like pay attention to like, because I've practiced so much. I mean, that's not the hard part of the run, right? You're just moving around the map. The hard part is using Bloodhound's Fang. Exactly know what the cookbook is. I mean, I have notes on my with like a map on my second monitor, so helps me out. Summer's 15 stones are impossible to find. You'll never be able to upgrade it. Yeah. I could. Is there dumb question? Is there a best or optimal new game plus? What do you mean? Which 100 hour you two can do the hardest challenger in the game? Yes, very true. Gotta focus. There's a hard section coming up here. We're gonna get this spiked talisman for extra charge attack damage, which, you know, I think it needs thorough testing, but I think charge attacks are some of the better things in this game. But coming up here, we have a bear we gotta avoid. Okay, we're safe down here. When we go back up, though, it can be scary. And we can't equip that yet, but after... Oh, the bear! Alright, nice. That was really lucky. Sometimes the run can just end right there. I guess it wouldn't end, right? You could just go back to the grace, but... morally, it would end right there. Morale, not morally. You know what I mean. Alright, so here we have a crazy running section. Why didn't grab the root resin earlier? Ooh, that was lucky dodge. Here the rats can block you if you're not fast enough. So that was probably about 50 hours of practice, that movement alone right there. I think this is possible. I mean, that's what we're trying to find out, right? 500 hours of routing and practice, surely it makes it possible. Okay, we got one half of the deck disc lift so far. That's good. That's good. That's really good. So now... Actually, it's fastest to go here. This is like the secret third way to Caelid. The main way is just walking there from Limgrave. There's one way to take the warp portal to the Beast Clergyman's Sanctum, and then the third way is this abduction chest. Now that's, you know, that's nothing too crazy, but the hard part is not getting rat jammed here. So hopefully I can pull this insane tech off. Oh, nice, the rat jumped out of the way. But if you mash jump here, look at that. Then the rats can't hit you and kill you as you are warping. Let's go. Okay, that was good. That was good. longest loading screen ever. Oh my god, that was insane RNG. The pest guys didn't even notice me. That was really lucky. That was good. I'm surprised how you can stay so calm. I'm just trying to stick to my practice, you know. The real run is yet to begin. Right now we're just kind of... It's a little tricky, but yeah. So here I'm gonna go get an upgrade material for later. It's not really too optimal to do, but you get it earlier, and we need every little bit of power we can get this run. Yeah, those explosions aren't too bad because they're so delayed. You can just keep running past them as long as you're careful not to get stuck, which is good. I'm also gonna grab a rot grease here just in case. And now I'm gonna make my way over to Radon. We're not gonna be doing that. We're not doing any sort of glitches or anything, because if we use glitches, you know, it makes the run too easy. Grab a rune arc for later. Give us a 5% health increase. Radon, yeah, a lot of the practice has been against Radon. But fortunately, he's not too hard. As long as you play it right. Grab a Somber 4 there as well to save some money. Very big route. Another Rune Arch just in case we die. Only Somber 5 in the game. I found it that quickly. No, there's one more Somber 5, but it's in the capital. That's the only other one in the game. Without the bell bearings, of course, but we need the stones before you can get the bell bearings. So won't be doing those. No, Radon will be really tough, chat. I'm very worried about it. Do you like seeing people use Bloodhound's Fang? The amount of skill it takes to use is just insane. Yeah, I agree. So I'm grabbing this Grace for later to come back. But first we're going to do Margit and Godric to give us a bit more of an edge. But right now we're going to go to Round Table and put Golden Vow on our weapon. Just doing 80%. Do you think all Remembrance Bloodhound's Fang is possible? Maybe with like 10,000 hours of practice, you could do all Remembrances with Bloodhound's Fang, but after 2,000, I think any percent is enough. Like, you know, it's tough enough as is. All right, let's go into Margit. Level up some health because we'll need it. Put our flasks up, put our physic on. I'm actually going to use the Axe Talisman here because I'll probably be using more charge attacks on this fight than the Ash of Wars right now. Because it's a tough combo. It's a really difficult Ash of War to use, so I'm just going to rely on the charge attacks here. Alright, wish me luck, chat. Okay, let the practice pay off. Ooh, bad hit. It's fine though. Recover it. Nice dodge. We're gonna heal up here just to be safe. Try out the combo here. Nice. And then one more. Huge. Yes, dude. Yes. Oh my god, the practice paid off. Nice, dude. Let's go. All right, all right. This is now the farthest I've done in one like sitting. In practice, I've gotten to Margit, but I've died. So this is really good. We've gotten this far. Just gonna level all health here just to be safe. Especially this running section, it's pretty difficult. We got another talisman now, so we can put on both the shards. Nice. The practice paid off for there too, dude. This running section can be somewhat difficult. I'm gonna go a little bit of a safer way here. But you're never always safe, are you, chat? Let's see if I can pull this off. If you time it right, you can jump the ballista shots here and dodge it. Nice. Let's go. Every single fight is going to be scripted. This is the work. Marga and Godric aren't scripted because we don't quite have the damage yet. I mean, the thing is, none of the fights are scripted. Excuse me. None of the fights are scripted because it's just that hard of a run. Distance rock for this challenge? Yeah, yeah. Alright, let's go. Gonna buff up here. Throw down Godric. Do the charge attack. That's the best opener he can do. That works. Not as good though. Tornado attack? Yeah, that attack's a tough attack to deal with. Ah, I missed. Should I get a bleed proc here soon? There it is. Nice, okay. We're on phase 2 now. Gonna rebuff. Try and get a stagger here before he attacks. Nice. Oh, yep, that's a tough attack. Ooh. Ooh, that was a close. Ooh, that was really close. He almost got me there. Nice, dude. We got through Godric. Okay. We'll heal up because I'm a little scared. Okay, one great rune. But now we have some money to where we can go and upgrade our Bloodhound's Fang, because we're gonna need it for the Radahn fight. Radahn is probably the hardest. Is one of the hardest fights in the run. Using another weapon as well. The run is not valid. see, the thing is, I'm using another weapon to buff. Using Bloodhound's Fang only, by that I mean only damaging. So, this run would be way too hard without buffs. Yeah, every late game boss is gonna be really hard with this weapon. Like even starting at Morgott, it's gonna be really tough. There, I'd grab an extra Sacred Tear. You know, we're gonna need the healing. Gillica is way harder than Radon. Yeah, that's why we don't do Gillica in this route. The nerves looking, the heart's pounding a good bit. Calmed down a little bit after that Godric fight, but. HF only means no spirit summons? Yeah, we will not be using summons. Probably the hardest part about this run. Can't believe you're doing a challenge as hard as this. I know, Zero. This is probably the hardest challenge run I've ever attempted. How's this a challenge? I mean, just watch the gameplay, dude. It's like, this is probably the hardest run anyone has ever attempted. Like, just compare it to any other run you've seen, and this just beats it by a mile. At least. Not even Mimic Tear technically uses Bloodhound's Fang. No, because the challenge is to beat it using only Bloodhound's Fang, not using 2 Bloodhound's Fangs, right? Oh, I don't need to grab this. Nice skip there. Saves a bit of time. That was like 40 hours of practice just to land that. That was good. But Insaner can't wait to tell your wife's boyfriend about it. The whole world will be hearing about it, so understandable. I'm on the phone with Miyazaki right now and he said he's watching. Oh my god, Miyazaki's watching too. Okay. We gotta really focus up then. The nerves just got even... Oh, I wish you didn't tell me that. Now I'm even more nervous.
I am an old...
Alright, Bloodhound's Fang +5. Get our flask and get as much health as we can. So we're gonna need it. Here we're gonna make our way to the Dectus lift. Although I still do need the second part of it. So we'll have to go do that in a sec. Yeah, no summons, no summons. The arrow dodge? Yeah, that route probably took like 20 hours to perfect. Ooh, and we got the style points on the Hoarfrost Stomp. I always go for that in practice. That was the first time I've ever gotten that. That was good. This little jump took about 15 hours to get down as well. Some tough stuff. I'll actually come back here after we grab the other Dectus lift. Big props to you for taking on the challenge. Can't believe someone's actually trying something that crazy. Yeah, I know. I hope it'll do well on YouTube, you know. It'll be like the hardest challenge run ever done, so hoping to make it big with this run. I've practiced it for 2 years, well over 500 hours. for just the routing and some practice, but we'll see how well this attempt goes. Here we're gonna do a very hard skip. Ooh, nice, dude. Well, that skip was probably about 100 hours of practice right there. There's still a little bit more to it, but that's the hard part. So this just saves time. It's not required for the run, but you know, the other 1,500 hours of practice against the bosses is nothing compared to that. Okay, come on. There we go. Nice! This skip's impossible to do. With enough practice, anything is possible. How to summon your brother to help you with every boss thing. You're just doing it solo. Yeah, for a while I'd consider doing this run with summons as well. But after practicing for a long time, I think it's possible without summons. So, I complete this run as why others in the community to try it out. I hope so. That'd be really cool to see other people trying this run too. Here you hit the wall there with a metal weapon, and it'll distract some of the bats here, so that you can just run straight through, and it's totally fine. That strat took me like maybe 10 hours to figure out and perfect, so can't fool you know a task when you see one. It's not a task. It's just that much skill. Yeah, we don't need the Radagon Source Seal. Makes you take too much damage. Even if you get a bit more damage and stuff out of it, it's not worth it. We'll grab another backup rune arc here. Fortunately, if you just hug the left there, none of the enemies aggro onto you. Took me about 5 hours to learn that, but we got it down. Pop a rune arc here. Regen my stamina. Bloodhound Fang does not have arcane scaling, correct. Rune arc without a great rune? Yeah. I think it was about 3,000 hours in to me playing this game that I learned that. Maybe it was 5,000 actually, I forget. But if you use it without a great rune active, you get a plus 5% health bonus to your health. Although when you equip the great rune, it'll get rid of that, so be sure to not use your rune arc. Don't waste a rune arc if you don't need to. Come with the courage to attempt this run. I just thought it'd be really hyped to do. And anytime I, in practice and trying to learn things where it just wasn't going well, you know, just dying over and over to the same first attack on a boss. I just, you know, pushed through as best I could and knew that it would be a run for the books, for the history books. How many hours do you need to attempt to run like this? I have over 7,000 hours on just this run alone, and probably about 10,000 overall. How many practice runs have I done? I the practice runs I've done, because I've done them all offline, if I mess up a part, I'll just like keep going, even if I like die and whatnot. Or now it's not a deathless run. But a lot of the time I'll just like rage quit in practice and whatnot. So hopefully when I'm streaming, it'll keep me focused to just play it out, even if things go wrong. Anyone else is brave enough to do it? I'm sure there's some people out there, right? You know, I'm nothing special. If I'm able to do something like this, I'm sure other people are as well. So I actually forgot to go and get some root resin when I was at the start of the game. You know, there's a lot to keep in mind for this route, so I'm gonna go and grab that real quick. I'm gonna need it for these upcoming fights. I only got 2. Okay, we're gonna have to do another. Why choose Samurai though? It's easily the worst class. It starts with a cool armor set, so that's really why. Any of the classes can get Bloodhound's Fang decently effectively enough. Alright, we should go fight Draconic Tree Sentinel before Radahn. Radahn is much harder. I mean, he's a demigod, right? Ooh, I almost forgot. Get our extra 20,000 runes from fighting Godric. Because you don't have to turn those in for a boss weapon. You can just use them for runes right away. Because we're only using Bloodhound's Fang, I don't need it. So, I think I can afford a bit of extra damage here. But need that extra 1 point. $20K won't be enough, just quit now. You'd think that, but in practice I have been able to pull it off. Is it unlocking the map insane? Yeah, I mean, once you put thousands of hours into practicing the route, the map would still probably help, because sometimes I do get a little lost. But for the most part, you don't need it, which is good. So fun fact, it is raining, so Draconic Tree Sentinel's lightning moves are gonna be more effective, but the fireball attacks from the horse are gonna be less effective. So that's something to keep in mind. You're gonna buff up as much as you can before going into it. That was close. Huge combo right here. Let's go. Oh my god, that was a tough one to pull off. And again! Oh, I thought that would finish it. Come on. Nice, dude. Let's go. Alright. We can't go into the capital yet, but that's a nice 50,000 runes to help us for Radahn. Let's go, dude. This weapon is really tough to use. But we got through it. We're gonna need some damage for Radahn to make it easier. Do a different boss here. Radahn is gonna be impossible. Well, the thing is, for the other early great runes, there's always one boss before it. Where Radahn is just Radahn. So I'd rather spend the time practicing one difficult boss than like two pretty difficult bosses, you know? Thank God they nerfed Radahn. Yeah, this wouldn't be possible without the nerfs. This is my PB in one sitting, yeah. Like without resetting or booting up a save state. The stream not seen this weapon before. Moveset seems slow. Yeah, that's just one of the many bad things about it that makes this run really tough. I'm clearly using cheat engine. I'm not. That's the crazy thing. Engine. It's possible to beat Radahn without the NPC summons. It is. I've practiced it a lot, so. I'll show you something I figured out after like 1,000 hours of playing. If you run backwards here, you can deload Radahn, and that way when you run back in, it cancels his barrage that he does at the start. It's pretty crazy stuff. Yeah. But that's only one piece of the puzzle. We need him to do a good move here, which he did not do. So we're gonna kind of run back a bit until he does do it. Nice, he did it. One bleed proc. Nice, I got the stagger. Oh, I missed the riposte though. Yeah, this boss is hard. Radahn comes in the way you're facing. Keep that in mind. Hopefully he does his buff move here. Oh, he didn't buff. There, he buffed. Okay. You can stand behind him here and kill and hit his horse, and then... Nice, dude. 2 great runes down. We can go to the capital now. Now is where I'd say where the real run begins. Although you could say that for any boss. Okay, those 2 buffs carry this shit weapon? Yeah, it wouldn't be possible without that. You're right. I'm gonna level some health here because we'll need it. You focus on the chat and this run at the same time. You're an absolute professional. So instructor as a trainer and Elden Ring runner and a person. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's nice to know that a good amount of my practice is paying off, but we still have a lot of the run to do. Pick up that magic grease for this upcoming fight where the boss can't bleed. Furthest I've ever gotten was up to Margit without dying. Not that it's deathless, but that's usually when I would just kind of rage quit or boot up a save state or something, you know. Here's a super hard skip too. You can skip a lot of the running in the capital. Let's see if I can pull it off. Nice! Come on, one more. Huge! Okay, we lived that fall. Nice. Sorry if I'm not super enthusiastic about every little thing. I just am trying to focus as much as I can. When is that possible? See, I gotta focus. I can't look at chat. It's probably always been possible, but I might be the first person to discover it. That took about 200 hours to learn that skip, so. And even then, it's only like a 1% consistency chance. Another extra rune arc is good. No way you beat gold free, I won't believe until I see it. Honestly, me too. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. But I'm gonna try my best. Because if there's one thing I learned during this is that anything can happen. For better or for worse. By tracing on this run, is that boss too hard with Bloodhound's Fang? Yeah, it's just not worth to fight optional bosses. Like, I wasn't gonna spend my time learning the optional fights. Nice hit through his axe. We can get a big hit on him at the start there. Do the follow-up. Nice. Good RNG so far. No follow-up. It's unfortunate. Should have staggered him with the combo there, but it's pretty hard to perform. Ooh. Thought I could strafe that, but you know, anything can happen. Nice finish with the only half the combo, which is easier, so I thought I could go for it. Okay. So here, you try to get to the Grace fast enough before the Black Knight Assassin comes. Then hope she doesn't get too close to rest. Nice, that was really lucky. Help some damage here. That's pretty close. How do you go from usual grip to press the 6 buttons necessary for the combo? I'll show it after the run, but basically I use my third hand. Forgot the shackle? Nah, you don't need the shackle. Tank that hit there. this might face transition him. It does. Okay. Not worth the risk. Not worth the risk to go for the stagger there. Ooh. Forgot about that part. Nice, dude, the combo. That took a lot of work. Whew. A lot of mental focus. All right. Now's where the real run begins. Although you could say that really anywhere. So now we have all the late game bosses. Get a lot of runes from Morgott too, which is good.
Allow me, you are unable to prevent the thorn.
Can't believe you're actually doing something this impossible. So far, I mean, we haven't gotten to the end yet.
And guide. Shall I to let my hand share them with me?
Level up to 40 health. We'll need it.
Your ambition.
So world's first, as far as I know, it would be if it finishes, but we still got some more to go. Have to do the skip again. But, you know, with lots of practice, you too can do the skip. But like I said, it's a 1% success rate. So, fortunately, you can just quit out and try again. And it's no big deal. You still stay at the part where you last left off. Don't you think Gino can do this? Who's that? Made you able to handle all this with such a scuffed weapon. Look how bent it is. Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's a curved greatsword, but just means it's a worse greatsword, if you ask me. Here we're gonna grab upgrade material. Number 1 on the way. Gotta remember the other 2. Here we grab an exalted flesh. Help for some damage later. I could have used one on Radon, but I think it's better to save him for later. Fortunately, these guys can't get on the elevator, which is nice. Most of the time. One time in my thousands of hours of practice, they've gotten up. But they usually don't do too much. It, like, bugs out their AI. Grab that talisman because Fire Giant is coming up, so getting the fire resistant talisman is good. Are you gonna get the runes to upgrade? This is enough runes already, but I at least I think so. Because we just popped Morgott's rune, but I did pick up some backups just in case. Do I work for FromSoft? No. But I was an early beta tester for the game. And so I've been playing the game longer since before it came out, and been playing every day since to try and get this run. It's weapon, never be able to kill the guy in jail. You could watch the stream from earlier to try and learn from it. How long do you practice Fire for Giant for? Couldn't kill into 300 hours of attempts. Probably about 400 hours, so I think with just a little more practice, you could get there too. You know, if I'm stuck to pull this off anyway. Yeah, I don't think anyone else in the world could pull this off right now. There's a knight's cover here. You can just jump right over him. Piece of cake. You could also make it daytime, but I like to jump over him once I figured it out. Probably after like 50 hours of realizing or running into him, I realized you could just jump over him when I panic jumped. Yeah, Limgrave weapons are generally pretty bad. Maybe next run I'll do Golden Halberd and try and learn the Tree Sentinel fight. But, you know, that'll be probably next year by the time I perfect that run. Want to take to map this route? Routing and practicing the route took about 500 hours. But the practice on the bosses took probably about 1,500 to 2,000. Tree Sentinel's a scripted death. Maybe if you come back with enough damage, but if I were to do that run, I would start with I would have to start with that weapon, so it'd have to be my first boss. Gonna grab this Grace just in case we die on this bridge. Although I think there is a Stake of America, but I better safe than sorry. Fire Giant's too tanky for this weapon, it's not gonna work. That's why we brought Blood Grease, because the bleed proc, without the bleed procs, this fight would be impossible. But bleed is percent based damage, and Fire Giant has a lot of health, so it helps a lot. Why did you run this weapon? Do I hate myself? I've always liked the challenge, you know? And what better challenge to do than this? What's bleed proc? I'll tell you when you're older. Outdamage Fire Giants, insane health. They'll get Hearthstone Gods can duo. So there's actually a secret strat I came up with myself for Godskins. You know, I'll just show you guys when we get there. I'll keep it a surprise. Saying the only somber weapon you could put a grease on? No, there's a couple more. Like Vari's Bouquet and the Ripple Blade. And maybe one more? I forget. These beetles are always so hard to hit with this weapon. That's our Somber 8. Yeah, fortunately the Scarabs, they can do an attack to you, but it doesn't do like any damage, so the difficulty just pinning him into the corner there. That strat probably took 10 hours to practice. Not too difficult. Compared to some other stuff, but Translate for it, just pick it up randomly. Yeah, I think I just accidentally picked it up. Like, oh, whoops, yeah. Just want to have a heart poke up just in case Fang isn't cutting it mid-fight. Nah. Like, I've thought about maybe trying this weapon with, like, help of another one a little bit here and there, but it's just not the same as only this weapon, you know? Only Bloodhound's Fang. Because, yeah, obviously you can beat the game with other things that are, like, the best weapons in the game. like Cypher Potta and whatnot, but trying to do with Bloodhound's Fang only. Yeah, for those who didn't know, I just autopiloted through that practice because I practiced that so much because it was so difficult. That that's how you naturally get to that tower, and so you can actually use that bridge as a path to get to the fire giant a little bit faster instead of running around through where Borealis is. Because I tried for like 10-ish hours or so going through the lake, and Borealis just killed me every time when I ran that way. So after that, I just tried to look for another way, and I found that out. Yeah, also seeing it's like impossible to navigate through the fog as well. That's one of the reasons why I think doing all remembrances would be really hard. Because fighting Melania, like I haven't even beat Melania with my good weapons on normal, like a super leveled up file. But even getting to her through the snowfield would be really hard on a run like this. I'm grabbing just in case. The times I've grabbed Graces just in case, the enemies have caught up to me and killed me. So I just run past them now. Until this one coming up here. Which is a bit risky, but there is a big giant hand. But it should be fine. Okay, we're good. Miyazaki once said in an interview he can't grab this weapon himself this poorly because he wanted a weapon that can't be his spear and challenge because he hates these types of runs. Yep, and that's why we're doing this, to prove him wrong. Character strength of 100 and couldn't even beat her. I don't know why fists don't do damage to her and so strong.
Well, then I presume.
Yeah, I don't know either. Alright, we got our +9 Bloodhound's Fang. We can level up a little bit too here. Alright. Gonna work at like 15 hours. No run has beaten it with only Bloodhound's Fang. This would be world record if it wins. Alright. Wish me luck, chat. Dodge with getting off a torrent there. Ooh, I missed. Yeah, this boss is really tough. And again, he always rolls away. It's like one of the... what makes this fight super difficult. I'll just tank some of the fire hits here. It's okay to run through the fire. I learned that the hard way. Dude, it's RNG. All right. Phase 2, nice, stagger. Big hits onto his eyeball. His eye hit takes bonus damage there, so. Very good. The eruption attack, okay. Barely dodged the fire there. Just try and go for a bleed proc here. No bleed proc. There it is. Nice, dude. Okay, fire giant down. Woo! Yeah, see, without the bleed, that would be impossible. It's actually like such an unlucky fight. Huge. You played Goosebumps and Bloodhound Fang? Yes, which we have a decent bit. Although I am out of grease now. Excuse me. Also, I still haven't beat the game, even though I played with whips. There's a couple, at least.
This world and death. Are you to commit? Let my hand.
It's like the only way to make this weapon usable. Yeah, basically. I do still have some magic grease for this upcoming fight. First playthrough for Souls Game 2 was entirely with Bloodhounds. It took a while. Yeah, that's just a lie. Anytime you do challenge runs like these, there'll always be people who be like, oh, I already did this, or I did it but better, you know. Took you 150 hours? Yeah, that's how much it took to even like start planning out at this route, so I don't believe you for a second. Stupid enough to try the challenge before, willing to spend so much time? I don't think so. I think I'm the first. Yeah, doing this in only 150 hours is just impossible. Try this once, gave up by the time I was in Limgrave. Understandable. I've been there too. Grab this grace just in case. Because this is one of the hardest areas in the game to go through. Yeah, see, like guys like that can just start attacking you out of nowhere. Here you skip this grace though, because the lightning guy keeps tracking you and can just... It's more consistent to just run, I found out after like 70 hours of practice probably. Maybe more like 60. It wasn't too bad. So here we'll grab our last upgrade for the run. There is you can get a, you know, the ancient somber stones, I'm sure you guys are familiar with, to make it a +10, but it's guarded by a super scary dragon. And I'd rather just not go for it. It's better just do the go around in the normal way. Alright, so this strat coming up here took probably about maybe like 200 hours to get down. So we'll see if I can pull it off. Nice, dude. Let's go. That's huge. We still gotta execute the fight though. It's not over yet. Ooh, I thought he had face changes in there. That was close. Okay, should be good here. I'll go for the combo because I can, because he slept. Come on! Nice! Got the combo too. That always feels so good, dude. Oh my god. It's a tough fight. Okay, Rocket Dog, let's calm it down. Mods. Here I grab a backup talisman or a better talisman because we're not really running into much fire damage anymore. So I put on the physical damage talisman for better defense. Yeah, Hookie, thank you for the brand new sub. I appreciate it, gamer. Enjoy your sub benefits, emotes, and all that. Thank you, thank you. Has Horon been deathless? I think it has so far, yeah. We've been pretty lucky. So yeah, here I'm just gonna go around the normal way and not bother trying to get the plus 10. Although this path, the path is harder here, but at least you don't have to deal with the dragon and all the birds. Mainly the birds, which is why I call this bird skip. If I can pull it off. Oh, yeah, it's a really tough skip. All right, I'm gonna need some praises in the chat for second try. Yes! Okay, okay. Second try, I'll take it. I'll take second try. Usually it takes like 25 tries at least, so. Okay. Now we just have Malekith, which is probably one of the harder fights in the run for sure, for sure. We send this for GDQ. I don't think this run is consistent enough for something like GDQ. It's not like a marathon type run, you know? All right, Malekith.
Destined death. I will not have it stolen.
Oops. It's okay. I'm expected to take damage in this. Should stagger. Nice! I got him right before it triggered. Oops. Nice stagger. Come on. This should get him. I can go for the combo starter here. Nice. Oh my god, my heart is... Just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Okay. It's not over yet, Chad. There's still a few more bosses. I gotta keep it cool, keep it cool. Been 2 weeks on this boss? Yeah, I mean, I spent more than 2 weeks practicing this boss, so it makes sense. Now Gideon is a very can be a very tough fight. The first time you fight him, he stands still for a while and does a monologue, so you can get a free opener on him. So if we mess it up the first time, then it's way harder every other time. So we gotta try our best here. Well, I can never beat this boss. He's impossible. Yeah. I gotta focus up here. It's pretty tough. Buff. We're gonna use our second to last exalted flesh here.
To stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. It's a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. Queen Marika has high hopes for
He's
us.
swinging.
If we continue to struggle unto eternity.
Nice, dude. That was really close.
Cannot become.
Yeah. It's better. I've learned after probably this boss probably took about 1,000 hours of practice. It's better to just stay on top of him. And you know that fire ring, it's always scary, but you know if he can stand in it, why can't I, right? And now that we've beaten Gideon, we put on his armor. Oh wait, that actually makes us heavy load. I lied. Forgot about the route. Just stick to the route. Next we have another difficult boss coming up. Love like that. Godfrey Horlu, which is one of my favorite bosses. Very cool boss, but he's also one of the hardest bosses in the game. You missed some loot. It's not Bloodhound's Fang. It doesn't matter. Giving me bad RNG here. Yeah, so I'm gonna stagger. There's the stagger. Nice. Oh my. My input just got eaten there. It should be fine. Nice. Okay, he's buffing here. Should be close to a bleed. Ah. Nice. That kind of went off of how I've practiced, but the practice pays off, chat. Okay, one more fight. One more fight, one more fight, one more fight, one more fight. I mean, technically two more, but... Okay. Great RNG. Thank you, Radagon. Good stagger. Wait a little bit. Get him on the get up. Jump attack. You gotta back up for this roll. Nice. Alright, the phase 2. That was... okay. Nice. Okay. Now we should have Radabeast, or Elden Beast. Sorry, I'm just saying them both at the same time. The combo? Oh, so close to his stagger. Oh, he didn't do the ring. He's probably going to now. Yeah. Keeping up his poise damage with these kukris. Oh, he staggered with the kukri, dude. Sheesh. Who is this guy? Oh my god. Yeah, but now he's going to Elden Stars. The best strat I found is just run away. Just run away from it. And if it catches up to you, you jump. Or you run back into it, but we should be fine. He spawns in his explosion. The combo for the finish? Yes! Yes! Oh my god, dude, I'm shaking. Oh my god.
Let's go.
We did it. Oh my gosh. Dude, the thousands of hours that took, like, I can't feel my hands right now, dude. That, oh my god. I just need to breathe. World's first. Bloodhound's Fang only. You were here, chat, for history. Don't cry, it's tears of joy.
Leaves.
Tell a story.
Tarnished became Elden Lord. In our
I can't believe it. Like, it
across
just...
the fog, the lands between.
So kill Rick, that's optional. That we're not doing optional stuff. Just any percent for today.
Our sea will look back upon us and recall an age.
Oh, fracture. I'm still shaking, guys. I can't. Stovos, thank you for the 333 bits. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. And Shura, thank you for the 5 gifted as well. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. But I'm saying next year, maybe. Well, there it is, chat.